What's going on, everybody? It is Aaron Cates and welcome back to the channel. Now today we're going to be fixing the Hyperflash that you saw in the turn signal. Honestly, I've had that for probably like 2 years now. I've never got around to fixing it. It is such an easy, cheap thing to fix, and it's just something that you overlook. It's so subtle and everything, you just overlook it. I'm so used to when I turn my turn signal on, it being super fast and everything, that I don't even think anything of it. But if you guys remember, a couple months ago, I had the parts Silverado that I bought to flip. I actually took the turn signal bulb sockets out of those with intentions, instead of just having this one turn signal on each side, I'm going to replace this bulb socket and have the whole bottom one be a turn signal. Right now, all I have is white LEDs in it, but eventually down the road, I would like to do all 4 switchbacks. That way, when it's running and I don't have my turn signals on, it's just a solid white light. And then when I turn my turn signals on, the whole bottom flashes yellow. I think it would look a lot better than just having the one. And if you guys know anything about these trucks, the daytime running light, majority of them, I believe, is the driver's side that goes out frequently. I've replaced the bulb socket on it, but I mean, now I don't have to use it anymore. And instead of them being daytime running lights, I wired them in to be constantly on. So I mean, now that's going to be gone away with. I was just, for whatever reason, letting you know that I did that before. So if you don't want to do what I'm doing and do the whole bottom blinker, but you would like this daytime running light to stay on constantly, you can wire it in, just a positive, run the positive wire over to the turn signal positive wire, and it'll constantly stay on. Just something easy you can do. But before I get into doing this, I'm just gonna wipe down the truck, get all this pollen off of it, and I'm gonna clean my wheels. I would wash the truck, but for whatever reason in Florida, it's pollen season again, and I literally washed it last week and it's covered in pollen again. So I'm just gonna wipe it down, take some detail spray, clean it up, and then I'm gonna wash my wheels because I haven't washed them in a couple weeks and they definitely need it. And then we'll jump into doing the resistors and the turn signals. All right, everybody, truck is all cleaned up. Wheels are shiny again. Now here are the bulb sockets I was talking to you about. These are literally just the turn signal. As you can see, the 3 wires. One's ground, one's turn signal, one's constant power. But before you do anything with these trucks, and trust me, I've learned the hard way, if you're gonna touch anything electrical, just come in, take this negative side of the battery off. It's going to save you so much hassle. I promise you. I mean, it's that simple. Just take that off. If you've been a part of this channel for a while, you might know, back when I first got this truck, the passenger side door got caught on the ground in the ditch backing up. It ripped the door up to the fender, bent the hinges, everything. Well, I was 18 years old, didn't think about it, and I cut the passenger side door wires to take the door off because I didn't feel like taking off the door panel. And ever since then, I've had no power to that door. My keyless entry doesn't work. The power locks on that side don't work. The power mirror or window don't work. I have the window hot wired so it'll go up and down. But all of that because I didn't disconnect the battery and I was too lazy to take off the door panel. So guys, take the 30 seconds it takes to take this battery off. You might be doing something simple like headlights or turn signals, or you might even be running rock light wires. But I promise you, it is worth it to take it off, because if you don't, you could mess something up and it could do a lot more damage and cost a lot more money all over turn signals. All right, everybody, you want to come in and take out the top pin on the headlight. I'm sure if you're trying to put resistors in to your turn signals, you already know how to take this off, because you had to take it off to get your turn signal bulbs. So we'll just move that up out of the way. Now I'm not going to be taking this whole bottom piece out, and I'll show you why. So as you can see right here, there's a zip tie. Now this zip tie is not to hold the grill in. It is actually ran all the way down through my lowest bumper light, parking light, whatever you want to call this, my bottom headlight. The zip tie is holding in because this headlight support right here is actually broke where this would clip in. Now you can see it's trimmed right here. I have it trimmed for my LED high beams. When I get my new headlights here in the next coming couple weeks, I will be replacing this as well. That way, if you guys have any questions on how to replace this, where to buy it from, anything like that, I will be going over that in that video, so stay tuned for that. But that's just letting you guys know that I will not be taking this actual light itself out, just because I don't feel like having to cut zip ties, take it out, re-zip tie it all in. I'm just gonna do everything right down in here. It'll be a little bit simpler, might be a little bit harder for you guys to see, but you know, make my life a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and get these taken out. Okay, I test wired them up just to make sure everything would work, and I wanted to see if when I had two LEDs coming off the same power supply, if that would trick the computer into thinking that there was a appropriate load here, but it did not. So we still need the resistors on here. Now I ordered 4 resistors. I had planned on putting 1 on each one, but I think I might just have to put 1 on each one, and then I'll have 2 extras. I'm not sure. I'm gonna sit here and mess with it a little bit and see if I can get it figured out. As you can see, I have them hardwired up for now. If you're doing this yourself, the blue wire is the turn signal wire. The middle brown looking wire, this brown one, that is the constant positive, and this dark black one is the ground. It actually says it on the back of the socket. It has ground and then A and B. A is the turn signal, B is your constant power. So what you want to put your load resistor on is this blue wire. So now that I've got this all wired up, I'm actually going to go ahead and put the load resistor on. I just want to make sure I have everything working appropriately. I'm actually going to go ahead and put them in the lower light housing. That way I can make sure that the wires fit and reach and everything, and then I'll put the resistor on. Thing everyone might not know is if you've put LED bulbs in your turn signals and you have the Hyperflash, when you actually turn your 4-ways on, if your rear tail lights don't have the Hyperflash, they have modules built into them if they're aftermarket like mine, or if they're stock and you have halogen bulbs and you don't need resistors, it actually tricks the computer into thinking that you don't have bulbs out up front. It'll blink normally. So this is giving you guys a look of the 1 bulb over here versus the 2 on this side, as you can see. And I like the whole bottom one over there instead of just the 1. And also with this being wired into the parking light, your turn signal, it will constantly be on when your headlights are on. So this whole bottom row will be lit up. Mine was already like that from when I had the daytime running light wired into the constant, but now they'll both be like that no matter what. And then when you turn your turn signal on, they'll flash. And later on down the road, when I get the switchback LEDs in it, I think it'll look a lot cooler, going from white to yellow to white to yellow. But I just want to share that little tip with you guys. Now let's get into putting these load resistors in here. Okay, so here I am sitting here an install video, and I obviously have no idea what I'm talking about. I've always thought that resistors went in line with the wire you were hooking them up to, and I was wrong. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. Earlier I told you guys that you would want to connect the resistor to the blue wires, and that's your turn signal. So I thought you were just supposed to connect from one end of the blue wire down to the other end and create a load on it. Well, I was wrong. You actually connect one side of the resistor to the ground, and you connect the other side of the resistor to the turn signal wire. So you only need one resistor per side. So all you do is go from the black wire, this wire right here in my finger, and you go to this blue wire. You just go straight across, and you get a whole bottom turn signal. Let me show you what the other side looks like. That is the Hyperflash. The other side's not like that, so that's how you fix that. Now just repeat the same process on the other side. Okay, so somewhere in between me hooking up this side from the last time you guys saw this side, this bulb stopped working just for running. But watch this. Come over, you flick the turn signal on, and look what's working. But you see how it's shutting completely off? And that one's partially shutting off? Now watch this. Flip it to the right. See how neither one of these are completely shutting off? But this one's back off again? I don't get it, guys. I'm not getting it at all. I've checked all the wires, everything's connected, but for some reason it's not working. So I'm gonna mess with the constant power wire, and maybe it's got something to do with that. But besides that, I've checked all fuses, and I don't get it. So I started the truck just to make sure like it was getting right amperage and everything, but it's not on at all. I don't get it. So I'm gonna check the constant power wire, see if anything's messed up there, and then go from there. Okay, and I finally got it. As you can see, they're both blinking normally. Come over here. They're both constantly on. Those two blink normally. Turn that off. And boom, they're all on like normal. Make sure there's nothing I need under here. And they stayed on. Now when I order the switchbacks for this, which I think I'm gonna do soon because I want those to go in with the new headlights. I might make it 2 separate videos. Might do it before I get my new headlights or not. The new headlights are not very cheap, so might do the switchbacks first. I don't know. Of course, you guys will see when I do it. But when I order these switchbacks, I think I'm gonna order a new turn signal bulb socket. That one is a little touchy. I had to bend the prongs out on the bulbs, like you guys saw me do when I installed the new taillights with the reverse bulbs. I kind of had to bend these bulbs out a little bit to get a good connection on just that one. The other ones worked fine, but just for that one turn signal bulb, I had to pull the prongs out just a little bit. For whatever reason, it wasn't getting a very good connection, and now it is, but I had to be very careful with it, getting it in. It kept shutting off intermittently every time I tried putting it in. Now I think I finally got it. If I had to guess, if I hit a big bump or anything, it's probably gonna shut off again, but it's the risk I'm gonna take for a couple weeks. So like I said, when I order the switchbacks, I'm gonna order that new bulb socket. But guys, that is how you do it. Let's turn the hazards on and get a good look at this. That looks so much better. Wow, does that make a difference? If you guys notice, there's no moisture in this light. This light always has moisture in it because it's cracked right here. And there's no moisture in it right now. That looks so much better. I don't know why, but I love the whole bottom one flashing instead of just the one outside one. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. Let me know if you like the whole bottom flash. I can't wait to see it with the switchbacks in it. Go from the whole bottom being yellow. But I'll get that ordered here shortly and get them put in. Like I said, if you guys want to see that, drop a comment down below. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys saw a poll I put up a couple weeks ago about my other truck. It's a 1985 Ford F-150. I've got a 6-inch rough country lift on. It's on 35s, 15x10s. It's painted a 2016 Hyundai blue. It's got all paint matched bumpers and everything. If you guys would be interested in seeing that brought on the channel and working on it, drop some comments down below and let me know. I've really been debating on going to get it. I didn't want to interrupt this series with the Chevy, how we're getting ready to do the wrap. But if you guys would like some videos of that Ford, I can go pick that up next weekend and bring it on the channel. Just drop a comment down below and let me know, guys. So if you guys want to see the switchbacks installed, drop a comment down below, let me know. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, guys. You guys have finally made it under 80% of my viewers not being subscribed. We're up to 79% now. So if you're not subscribed, go down, hit the subscribe button for me, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.